Hey, greetings. This is Jim at don'tperish.com, John 424 Radio. Hey, check out this video called Church Revitalization. It's got Johnny Hunt from First Baptist Church, Woodstock, down in Georgia. This is proof positive of how these seeker-sensitive places are using all types of unbiblical, worldly, man-made ways to put people in pews and revitalize so-called churches, but they're not using biblical methods, the proclamation of the gospel, true saints. No, it's all emotion-based, felt need, seeker-sensitive, man-made, unbiblical ways. Check out this video, and then go to the links at the bottom of this video, or check out don'tperish.com, our teaching blog, and our unbiblical teachers blog, where we will help you in the truth. You need proof positive of man-made religion, false ways, and why we teach against it? Here you go. Enjoy.
You would be hard-pressed to find any subject on my heart that I'm more passionate about than church revitalization. I'm of the deep conviction that literally hundreds of millions of dollars worth of buildings and land could be available in the very near future, where our churches have plateaued, have declined to the point that they're no longer effective in their community. I want to challenge you concerning legacy. What would the legacy of your life, your ministry, and the church you're a part of be? So let me encourage you. Zero in, give your undivided attention to what we're going to talk about and share with you about church revitalization.
All across North America, a phenomenon is taking place. One that threatens the future ministry and the legacy of thousands of churches. Churches that were once strong, vibrant, and relevant are now left with only a few people and very few resources to carry out their ministry to the neighborhood. Without some form of intervention, these churches and their ministries will be lost forever, along with the facilities they had worked so hard to provide over the decades.
The church did not have the capacity to reach out to the community to involve younger people. And of course, that's what you have to have in a church for a church to thrive with young people. And we were faced with the decision of just closing the doors. And no one likes to see the church and the community shut its doors.
The decisions they face are painful and filled with emotion. Many of them have been in this church their whole lives and have memories of their baptism, their wedding, and even the funerals of their loved ones. Yet, unless these difficult decisions are made, these churches will soon close their doors for the last time.
What bothered me was the fact that we were not reaching the community for Christ. We'd got to the point where we had very little growth. We're not seeing people saved. Community was growing, but we were not.
First Baptist Church Woodstock stands ready to assist churches in this situation. When New Hope Baptist Church asked for help, Woodstock answered the call.
A church, 17 members left, 3.5 acres, a building to seat 250 people, fellowship hall, education, office space. Basically said, here's a vibrant area, but people are going other places. And we're dying, and before too long, no one will be here. And so they came to First Baptist Church Woodstock and asked us would we get involved. So as a result, we closed the church down and met with the 17 people that were left in the church fellowship hall and just totally did a remakeover of the church and began to really speak into the community of a new church plant that was certainly more culturally connected to that community. A younger pastor maybe went to a blended style of music and just reached out to young families, those that would have children in the nursery and children in preschool. Vinings Lake grew from 17 people, and today they're entertaining over 600 people.
Take a step. You don't know who's right in front of you. You don't know what's around the bend. Be open to what God is doing. Ask Him to open your eyes.
There were about 3 different kinds of people involved. There were the group of people from New Hope, which were people that I did not know at all. There was a group of people from Woodstock, and then there were people around the community that I didn't know either. And so the first steps that we took were to try to take 3 different groups of people and turn it into one. And through the process, we watched some groups of people get focused on a mission together. And I believe the key is relationship.
When those 17 people came to meet me at Woodstock to ask me if I could help them, they saw getting us involved as being part of their legacy. Come and take over and reach this community. And their contribution was they gave us that building, gave us that land, and then joined with us in that process, and now are seeing these great days. Does the church look a little different than it did? Of course it did. It had to. Something had to change in order to reach the people that lived in that community.
The opportunity before us has been given to us to connect the humanity in this community, the people like me, like my wife, like our kids, with this great big story that God is writing.
Over the last several years, these churches have been completely transformed and given new life. Perhaps your church is facing uncertainty. You feel that in the not-too-distant future, you could be facing the loss of your church and its legacy.
What will your legacy be? What investment could you make right now that would make a difference in the future? There's so many different ways that it could be approached, but we would just ask you to consider. Maybe there's a church in the town that is vibrant and strong that would come alongside and help you to know some of your best days in your latter days. I don't know how much life I have left, but I want it to be all life until Christ calls me home, to make a difference. So I want to place in your mind and your heart that church revitalization may be exactly the next move for you. Let me encourage you, call me, Johnny Hunt. My direct number is 678-494-2775. Email me, johnny.hunt@fbcw.net, and let's start conversation. I'd be delighted to try to connect you to someone in your community or to work through our North American Mission Board to talk about how we can make a difference in this country and who knows, other countries as well in your ministry. So pray about it, and we're just praying God's going to use this video to speak into many hearts to simply say there's some options that your last days can be your best days. Hey, thanks for listening. Let us know how we can help.